Welcome to the General Service Administration's Office of Government-Wide Policy's Personal Property Reporting Tool, or PPRT, training video. In this video, we will be covering what is PPRT, how to sign in and reset your password, general navigation, roles and hierarchy, data entry and reporting periods, bulk uploads, data approval and confirmation process, and reports. This training video, along with the PPRT user guide, will assist PPRT users to successfully access and upload data into the PPRT database. So what exactly is PPRT? The GSA Personal Property Reporting Tool, or PPRT, is the data collection platform used to collect several agency reports on certain transactions involving federal personal property. These reports are required by law or regulation. The PPRT facilitates the collection and reporting of these specific agency reports. PPRT Non-Federal Recipient Data, or NFRD, is an annual report that captures transactions where federal property is provided to a non-federal recipient. For example, through an EO 12999, Computers for Learning Transfer, donations, or sales. The PPRT Exchange Sales Data, or ESD, is an annual report that summarizes transactions conducted under the Exchange Sales Authority under FMR 102-39. And lastly, the Electronic Federal Asset Sales, or eFAS, application is a specialized quarterly report that collects quarterly personal property sales information from each sales center and is only used by a small number of agencies and users. For the NFRD and ESD, the reporting period is auto-created on October 1st of each year and closes 90 days after the end of the reporting period. For example, October 1st through September 30th closes on December 30th. After December 30th, the reporting period is locked and cannot be edited or have any property data submitted against it. For eFAS, the reporting period is auto-created on the first of each fiscal quarter, October 1st, January 1st, April 1st, and July 1st, and closes 1 month after the quarter closes. To sign into PPRT, you will start off by going to the login page at property.reporting.gov. We recommend bookmarking this page for future access. Once on the login page, you are given two options under General User Login, with an additional option below for GSA Single Sign-On, but that is for GSA staff only. Registered Max Federal Community members may use OMB Max with their Common Access Cards or Personal Identity Verification Card by choosing the Max Login option. If you are interested in this login option but are not yet a Max Federal Community user, please visit the following website to register your CAC or PIV card with MAS. If you sign in with your username and password, you will be redirected to a page requiring a verification code sent by email. If you have a mobile number associated with your account, you will also have the option, in addition to email, to set up a two-factor authentication app, like Google Authenticator, to complete your verification process. When you select the Authenticator app option, a QR code will appear on your screen. Just go to the Authenticator application you have on your mobile phone, and choose to add by scanning the QR code with your camera. A numerical sequence will appear on your phone screen. Input this token to continue. Next time you choose this option, you'll only need to retrieve the verification code from your Authenticator app to get in. If you would like to utilize the Authenticator app verification feature, but don't have your mobile number associated with your account, once you have entered the database, you can do so by clicking your name drop-down in the top right corner and selecting Edit Contact Info. Then simply add your cell phone number to the mobile field and save. Now you'll be prompted next time you log in to choose the email or Authenticator options to verify. For detailed step-by-step instructions, a link to the document PPRT Database Community Login using Authenticator app can be found below the username and password section. However, if you have forgotten your password, you will need to click on the Forgot Your Password hyperlink below the username login. When you click on the Forgot Your Password hyperlink, you will be guided to a page that will ask you to input your username and click Continue. The following page will ask you to check your email. You will receive 2 separate emails for this verification process. One email will be titled GSA Login Code and have a verification code for you. The other email will be titled Your New PPRT Password. This email includes a hyperlink to a secure page requesting a verification code. Input your verification code on this page and click Continue. You may now change your password to fit the minimum requirements of 8 characters, 1 letter, and 1 number. You should now be in the database and greeted by the home page, which has a global search feature at the top of the page, allowing you to enter a term on which to search all records in the application. Under the search bar will be a tabular selection of available pages to you. On the left-hand side of the page, you'll be able to have a quick view of your current access, the email contact of the help desk, upcoming events, and any training materials or user guides. And on the main portion of the page, you will find general information about the application. The Chatter tab features a collaboration tool available to users of this platform. You can make a simple post, share a file, link, make polls, and ask questions. On the bulk upload page, designated users will upload their PPRT ESD data and PPRT NFRD data using one of the 2 template types provided. On the Data Entry tab, you will be able to select the PPRT record type and fiscal year that you wish to view the agency and organization status record. The Reports tab provides the ability to build, read, and share reports based on your data. The PPRT user search helps you find current users for your agency or bureau in the database. Users have the ability to filter by agency, permission sets or roles, and whether they are active or inactive. PPRT user roles are separated by the sub-applications the data is being submitted for, which are ESD, NFRD, and eFAS. The access within those record types is broken down further by read-only users, data entry users, and data approvers. Read-only users can look at the data being entered, but will not be able to create or edit any data. Data entry users are responsible for inputting their organization's property data and completing their organization's data status. Data approvers are responsible for reviewing the property data entered by the data entry users, then approving and confirming the agency data status. There is also the PPRT and eFAS oversight users, who are the program managers and/or administrators allowed to see all data from all agencies entered into the system. Oversight users can add, modify, and approve or reject all data in the system. Access to the records will depend on what agency and level the user is in. This is what we refer to as the agency hierarchy. Access to information will flow down from the top level. Level 1 being top agency level, for example, the Department of Energy. Level 2 being sub-agency level, for example, Doe Oak Ridge Operations Office. And Level 3 being the Bureau Office level, for example, a Chicago Operations Office. If you're looking to enter your data manually, from the Data Entry tab, you're going to see radio buttons for the application record types that you have access to, as well as a drop-down field for fiscal year. Select the appropriate values for each before you move forward. Each of the application record types will have their own separate data fields and requirements, but the data entry process itself for ESD, NFRD, and eFAS are exactly the same. After you've selected those values, the system will filter your available agency data to where you will submit. Depending on your access, you should now have an agency or bureau level view of the reporting periods to the far right of your agency, sub-agency, or bureau name. As a data entry user, you will see 2 icons that represent 2 different parts of the data entry process. The rightmost icon that looks like a form being filled out will be where you can click to manually enter data directly from the data entry page. The icon to its left, either characterized by a $mark for ESD and eFAS or people icon for NFRD, is the organization level reporting period, where the data you enter is stored, accessed, and marked complete. And for ESD and NFRD, this is also the reporting period number you will use during the bulk uploads to confirm where your data is being uploaded. To enter your data from this page, select the appropriate application record type and fiscal year, and then click the rightmost icon for the organization you're reporting for and fill in the applicable fields. With whichever application you choose to create, any field with a red bar next to it is mandatory and must be filled out before being saved. Otherwise, an error message will pop up and prevent you from saving. If you have any confusion over what a field means or requires, you can hover over the question mark icon to the left of the field to view any associated help text. For ESD records, GSA will report all personal property which was sold by GSA Sales under the Exchange Sales Authority on your agency's behalf. Also, for the ESD records, depending on your value selection for the FSC group field, upon saving, a new field will appear on the record page displaying a flagged FSC group checkbox. Flagged items include weapons, nuclear ordnance, firefighting, rescue, and safety equipment, nuclear reactors, hand tools, prefabricated structures and scaffolding, chemical and chemical products except medicinal chemicals, clothing, individual equipment, and insignia. For eFAS, users can only submit the one eFAS personal property data per reporting period. For NFRD records, GSA will report the following disposal actions on your behalf: GSA-hosted computers for learning, website transfers, federal surplus personal property donations under 40 USC 549, public airport donations under 49 USC 47151, and federal surplus sales through GSA sales. Please note that you should audit the GSA reported transactions in PPRT to ensure they are complete and accurate. Disposal transactions not previously mentioned will not be reported by GSA on your behalf. This includes property that your agency received through GSA access and subsequently furnished to a non-federal recipient under an agency-specific disposal authority. If you have any questions on what GSA is reporting on your behalf, please contact GSA for clarification. Once you have filled in all the necessary data for the record, you will simply save the record onto the organization reporting period. On the following page, you will be able to review your inputted data. If you're looking to review all your data for that reporting period, you'll want to either click on the RPID number directly from this page, or you can head back to the data entry page and select the organization reporting period icon to the left of the data entry icon. You'll be brought to the organization level reporting period page with its own unique RPID, being the letters RP followed by a numerical sequence. And at the bottom of the page, you will see the related transactions section, where all your inputted data will be listed for review. Once you have entered all your data and are ready to finish your organization's data submissions, you will need to edit and set the organization's data status on the reporting period to be complete or no data to report. Please note that if there is no data to report for this specific reporting period, this specific organization should not have the property data to report, meaning 0 records listed in the related transactions section. If you list the organization data status as complete, then it must have at least 1 record in its related transactions section. Once you have marked the organization data status on the organization reporting period as complete or no data to report, the record will be locked and you will see that the reporting period icon on the data entry page will now turn from an incomplete gray to a finished green, completing the data entry for that reporting period. When you're on the bulk upload page, you can review the information and business rules given under the Importing Data section in the center of the page. Once you are ready to move forward, click on the Template Type drop-down list. ESD or NFRD data entry users can access and upload their respective template to create new data en masse. Bulk upload allows you to download a template, update multiple records in the spreadsheet, and then re-upload it all together into the database. If you refer to the user guide, you will see the business rules regarding bulk upload. When you have chosen your template type, a download template feature will appear under Step 2. Click on the hyperlink to download the template. It is important to download a new template every reporting cycle, since templates do get updated and previous outdated templates will not be able to be uploaded and will result in an error. When the download is complete, go ahead and open the file. As you go through the templated process, please be sure you do not modify the template to match your data sequence, and only paste your data and not its formatting. If either of these are done, your file will not be successful when you go to upload. When you open the file, review the Instructions tab in the spreadsheet to become acclimated with the necessary steps to successfully complete your upload. You will input the data on the following tab, which you can click on at the very bottom of the window. There will also be reference tabs for you to verify what your options are for fields with specific values. When you're ready to input your data, you can choose to do so manually by filling in the information for each field, or you can paste your data values if you already have them prepared in your system. Once you've added all your data, save your file with a unique name to avoid confusion with future uploads. When your file is ready to be uploaded, go back to the bulk upload page, choose the template type you did as before, and now select the Choose File button under Step 2. In the pop-up window, select the file you created using the template and click Open. You can now complete the process by clicking the Import Data button. Once you complete your upload, you'll be notified via email if your upload was successful or unsuccessful. If unsuccessful in your upload, an error CSV file will be presented in the email or under the Past Submission Errors section at the bottom right of the bulk upload page. Click on the hyperlink to download and view your error file. In the Error CSV spreadsheet, you'll be able to see what data was invalid, and the very last column will tell you exactly why it was not successful, so you can go correct your data file and repeat the upload process again until you're successful. As a data approver, you will be able to view the agency data reporting period, which is the final step and can be accessed through the house icon on the data entry page. The data approver will be able to quickly recognize what the organization reporting period's data statuses are by the green icon signaling data entry is finished and the gray icon signaling it is incomplete. All organization reporting period level icons must be finished before you can move forward to confirming and approving the data. After you have confirmed all your agency's data, you will need to click on the house icon to edit the agency level reporting period's agency data status to reflect the data being complete or no data to report. Once the record is saved, the organization level reporting periods will be locked and cannot be edited unless the approver marks the agency data status as incomplete again. The house icon will now be green to signify the completion of the agency's data for that record type. To create a brand new report, simply click on the New Report button at the top of the Reports tab and select the report type you're looking for on the following page. The reporting tool is a powerful feature that can be customized by various date types, filters, buckets, summary formulas, groupings, and more, all through a drag-and-drop functionality for your ease of use. You can add a single field directly to the report or to your filters by locating it in the field bar on the left of the page and simply dragging it over to where you want it to be. You can select multiple fields to add, remove, or reorder. Drag an entire folder to add all of its fields. To select multiple fields or columns, press Ctrl for Windows or Command for Mac. When you add multiple fields, they appear in the report in the order selected. There are two ways to export report details: printable view and export details. Both are spreadsheets, but with different formatting. You will be able to customize reports to suit your needs and save as into your personal custom reports folder if you would like to return to your modified report later. PPRT has multiple reports folders, depending on your access, containing pre-made insightful reports for you to generate and/or customize for NFRD, ESD, or eFAS, respectively. The data inside the reports will be relative to your access. If you have any questions, please utilize the user guide on the PPRT homepage and/or reach out to the PPRT help desk at help.pprt@gsa.gov for ESD and NFRD related issues, or help.efas@gsa.gov for all things eFAS related.